Now we want to say, hey, if an active position is true, you can see these all say false, 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 right? This is a data frame we created. But if it says true, we want to make sure to monitor that position. We want to make sure, hey, if there's an open position already, has it hit our max loss or our target yet? If it's hit either of those, we want to get out of the position. So essentially, we just have to build a little something, something here. Open position df equals active position df dot lock at active position df, and if the open bool, if that equals true, right now you can see at the bottom of my screen they all equal false. But if it ever equals true, sorry, I spoke too soon. If it equals true, let's go ahead and break this up a little bit so we can see it. If it equals true, then the symbol, we want that. We want it at that position. So we're essentially saying, hey, I want that symbol if it is true. Now, where did this, okay, got it. Perfect. And that looks pretty good. So what else do we need to do here? We want to turn that into a list now, right? So we can get a list of this. So let's say open position list equals open position df, and we want to say to list, and for symbol in open position list, we want to set the symbol to symbol, and then we want to do the P&L close for that symbol. So the P&L close is going to say, hey, okay, we have an open position that's true. Okay, great, that's awesome. That means we're in position. One of these has turned true. But now, every time we run the bot, we need to make sure that, hey, have we hit our max loss? Or have we hit our target? You know, did we get profit or did we hit our max loss? One of those two things. And that acts as my stop loss and my take profit. So I don't just have sitting orders there, which is super nice. By the way, I know I'm flying through this, so if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. But if you do appreciate me showing all this here, then please do tap that like button. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say all symbols. I'm going to try to save this to a data frame. Actually, a CSV. PD, because it's already in data frame, right? No, let's actually, I already have a CSV, so I'm going to say read CSV. Let me think about this for a second. And I apologize, you know, this is actually what I do every day, so I'm not here just making YouTube videos, so I do sometimes have to think about things. I think I have this CSV here. Let's go ahead. Fee symbols. I should have a CSV, and all these files here, by the way, are somewhere on my YouTube channel, so you know, just check them out if you have any questions. Okay, so those are all the symbols. Okay, but I have another one, I thought. Okay, well, that will work for now, I think. We'll see. We'll be able to debug this. Let's go ahead and then just pick a random symbol out of that list. So let's say random symbol position equals random dot rand range, and 0, I think it was 78 symbols there, right? The interesting thing is I only have 19 symbols here. So that kind of tells me that this is only active on 19 symbols. So what we need to do is actually Okay, let's just try this for now. Do I have all the symbols on the above list? Activated. So my question here is, I have this list of 78 different symbols, right? And it's in a CSV format. I'm reading it in, and then I'm grabbing a random one out of that symbol list because we want to trade all of the symbols that we have available on this exchange, right? So random symbol equals all symbols dot ilog, and then random symbol position, I believe. Yep. And then where it says symbol. Okay, so there we go. And I just want to print the random symbol. Random symbol. So I want to run this bot now, and essentially what it should do is print a random symbol every time it goes, every time we run it. So let's see what this says. Single position indexer is out of bounds. Okay. Line 339 and 324. So this is good. I'm glad we're running into an error because this is how we debug things. And this is really how, I don't know about you, but this is how I learn the best, is by running into errors. So it says there's an error on this line right here, bug, and open position df open bool. It's interesting. Let's go ahead. I don't think this is going to change anything, but let's run it back real quickly. And hopefully we just get the same error. Perfect. Single positional indexer is out of bounds. So df, active symbols df, symbol.ilog. I'm just gonna break it back up because that didn't seem to fix it. I always look for the easiest fixes first. Okay, so open positions df equals active positions df, which is that, dot location of active positions df, where the open bool, where it equals true. And then the symbol ilog, I missed something. Why we debug. Okay, so there we go. So it grabs a random symbol. Perfect. And that's what we want. And I actually want to see this run for a little bit. So what I'm going to do here, let's say, let's get this running every like 1 second. So schedule dot every 1 second, and let's say seconds dot do, and then bot. So this is going to help it run every 1 second, because at this point we're just grabbing a random symbol, because remember, the goal of this bot is to trade all of the available symbols and look for mean reversion. Except sheesh, my typing is off today. This mic is in the way. Let's say maybe an internet problem. Sleeping 10. So we're gonna put it to sleep. So essentially this is gonna allow me to sleep if there's an internet problem or something. But now we should print a random symbol every 1 second. And that random symbol should be out of our list. Okay, so you can see it's printing random symbols, which is great. Now we know that's working, so let's just let that run for a while, and it should just continue to print a random symbol. So now we're saying, hey, you know, every 1 second I want a new random symbol, and this random symbol, what are we gonna do with it? You'll see. We're gonna do mean reversion now with that random symbol. So we're making some good progress here, and if you do appreciate me sharing all this, just tap that like button. It keeps me going. And let's go ahead and say here, let's go ahead and say symbols equals all symbols where the symbol dot values, we want to say put it to a list, and then symbol equals random symbol. Perfect. And then we